What's up guys, it's James here, and in today's video I'm going to talk about which properties perform the best on Airbnb. So just be sure to stick around until the very end of this video, because what we're going to talk about is we're going to break down exactly which properties in different markets perform the best on Airbnb, so that regardless of which strategy you go with, whether you're buying properties for short-term rental, whether you already have a property on short-term rental, or whether you want to manage other people's properties on short-term rental, you can make sure that you pick the best properties or position your existing property to be the most successful it can possibly be. Now, with that being said, if you are interested in learning more about the actual strategies of how to be successful managing other people's properties on Airbnb and how to actually make a great return on your Airbnb properties, then check out the description down below. The description below this video has some links in it. Now, one of those links is going to be to a free training that's going to show you exactly how to earn a full-time income managing other people's properties on Airbnb. You heard that right. So if you don't have experience yet managing any properties, maybe you don't even have experience staying at a property on Airbnb before, and you want to be able to leverage other people's assets, other people's properties to build your own wealth, to earn yourself a full-time income, working your own business, working for yourself. You want to manage other people's properties on Airbnb without putting up any of your own cash, your own capital, then you'll want to check out the training down below. It's going to show you exactly how to do that. It's going to show you how to get started without any experience, and more importantly, without any money investing into your own properties, investing into renting, furnishing, buying, nothing like that. So if you're interested in that, then just go ahead and check out the link in the description down below to check out that free training. It's gonna be super, super valuable. Make sure you get yourself a spot before they fill right up. Now, with that being said, let's talk about which properties perform best on Airbnb. Now, the properties that perform best, simply put, are the properties that cater to their ideal guests the most effectively. So in order to do that, you just need to first start by understanding who your ideal guest is and what exactly it is that they're looking for. Now, this is going to vary depending on the type of property you have, the location of the property, and who is generally coming to your property. So for example, I've made my business built by working with real estate investors and helping them to manage their properties in downtown Toronto. Now, the types of people that were traveling to those properties varied slightly based on the type of property, but generally it was one of two groups of people. It was either a business person traveling in to stay for a couple nights for a business meeting, or it was a family with a larger property. It might be a family that would be coming in because they were tourists. They were coming in to actually check out the city, to experience it for the first time. Now, those two different groups are going to have different sets of needs and different things that they're looking for in a property. And certainly those needs would be very different from the groups of people that are visiting the cottage property that I recently acquired in cottage country. Now, in cottage country, it's neither one of those groups. Typically, it's a larger group of friends that are going to want to travel there for a weekend getaway or a week getaway from work. Now, all three of those different scenarios have different sets of needs and different sets of things that they're looking for. And so that is going to dictate which property is going to perform the best out of the ones that they're looking at. So let's take, for example, that business traveler. That business traveler is going to be looking for a one-bedroom or a studio property in the downtown core. So if you look at it and you think, okay, well, which property is going to perform the best on Airbnb? It's the one with the amenities that cater to that traveler the best. Now, you have to understand what traveler you're trying to cater for. So this means if you're looking at properties, you're looking to buy a property, you're looking to manage properties, you want to look for ones that are centrally located, that are near those amenities that the prospective guest is going to be most interested in. For example, public transit or different high-rise office buildings, wherever the financial district might be, for example. So now, on the other hand, if you actually own a property already and you want to position as effectively as possible, you just want to give that guest the amenities that are going to be most desirable. So for example, high-speed internet would be a really, really big one that's high up on that list. Now, for families that are traveling to Toronto on vacation, they're tourists visiting the city for the first time, then having them near some really great restaurants might be very, very desirable. If not, having a guest book that recommends some different really fantastic restaurants nearby would be another great amenity to have. Some board games might also be fantastic as an add-on. High-speed internet would probably be great with maybe a streaming service such as Netflix so that they can watch some videos as a family. So again, all those things are going to be great amenities amenities that you can easily add to turn your property into one of the top performing properties on Airbnb in that area within those parameters. Now, a different example would be that cottage property. We've done things like adding a hot tub and a sauna to make the property a lot more desirable. The big one is the hot tub, sorry, not the combination, the hot tub rather, because on Airbnb, you can actually search specifically for properties that have a hot tub. They have a little button you can check to filter the results and search only for properties that actually have a hot tub. So if you don't have one, you're not going to show up in those search results. I know I've done this a number of times when I'm looking for cottages to get away to, is that I know that I actually want to have a property with a hot tub, so I'll specifically look for properties with a hot tub. So that's a really great amenity to add if you're looking to cater to those types of people. Now, on the less expensive side of things, you can add things like outdoor games, yard games like spike ball or cornhole, or a ping pong table, let's say. Or you can add things like a kayak or a stand-up paddleboard or bikes, amenities for those guests to use that you know they're going to be interested in given the demographic that is actually coming to your property and the reason why they're coming there. So again, those are all things that we've added to this property that I've invested in because I know it's going to help the property to perform exceptionally well on Airbnb, and all of those things that I've invested in are going to generate a substantial ROI. So all that to say that any property really can be a top performer within reason. Obviously, if you have a rundown shack, you're gonna have a hard time. You're gonna have to put a lot into that property to make it perform well. But just about any property can perform exceptionally well on Airbnb if you know what to do with it. So it's really important that you work with an expert, that you know what you're doing when it comes to setting these properties up for success. So whether you are looking to go the route of managing properties for other people or you're looking to go the route of investing, I highly recommend that you work with myself and my team in order to start yourself off in the right direction. So if you're interested in managing other people's properties and building a full-time income from that, learning your own business, having full freedom and control over your time, over your schedule, and be able to really spend your time the way you want to with the freedom that having your own business allows you, then check out the free training link down in the description down below. That's gonna walk you through step by step exactly how you can get started managing other people's properties on Airbnb and short-term rental, build a full-time 6-figure income from it, and have the freedom to live your life the way that you want to. I highly recommend that for anyone looking to get started with Airbnb. If you're looking to actually invest in properties for Airbnb and you want to get started putting your own money into buying assets that are going to give you a substantial return on your investment, we're talking 100, 200% ROI in some cases, if you pick the right property and have the right set of tools to strategically position yourself the right way, then I'd highly recommend commenting down below to let me know you want me to get in touch, or go to the about section on our website, our YouTube channel here, and just check out our contact info, send me an email, let me know. I am gonna be working along with another expert real estate investor with a very small, tight-knit group of people over the next couple months here. It's gonna be limited to 10 to 15 people, absolute maximum, that we're gonna be working with hand in hand. The reason the group is so small is because we're gonna be in a very intimate setting where we're gonna be literally working with you individually, one-on-one. So I highly recommend that you check that out and get in touch with us to learn more if that's something you're interested in. Again, it's only going to be for a very small group of people. It's going to be a very select group of people. So only reach out if you think you're the right fit and you're in the position to actually start investing in properties for short-term rental. So again, I hope this has been really valuable to help you get an understanding of which properties perform the best on Airbnb and how to make sure that the properties that you own or manage end up performing the best on Airbnb. If you've gotten value from this video, then give it a quick thumbs up, click that like button. It does help me out tremendously with YouTube's algorithm. So just click that like button, take a quick second here, click it, click the button there. Helps me out a lot. I appreciate that. So thank you so much for doing that. Now, I also know from looking at YouTube's analytics that most of you guys who are watching the channel here are not yet subscribed. So make sure you hit that subscribe button down below to stay subscribed to the channel and to make sure that you get notified whenever we post new videos. We post 2 new videos every single week on Tuesdays and on Thursdays. So just make sure you hit that subscribe button so that you can stay up to date with all the new content. Again, I'll give you a second here. Just click that little subscribe button. And again, thank you so much for doing that. I hope you've gotten a lot of value from this video. If you have any thoughts, comments, things you'd like to share with me, just let me know in the comment section down below. And until next time, I'll see you in the next video.